Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pesaya Bhutale Shmati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Kacharane Nirishesha Sunyavadi Bhaskacharya Sakarne. So Hare Krishna, liebe Devotees, danke, dass ihr alle da seid zu diesem German. I would like to thank all of you for being here today on this very auspicious day of Srila Prabhupada's appearance. And I decided that I will give a short class this morning because it's a special occasion. Of course, happened to be by His grace, His mercy, that He has initiated so many devotees, actually quite ignorant devotees. Because some 50 years ago, when we came in touch with Srila Prabhupada, we didn't know anything about Krishna consciousness, nothing. There were no books, when I became initiated, I had never even met Srila Prabhupada yet. Today, the whole movement with thousands of devotees, so many books in so many languages, internet is available. Big, 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 big difference. And of course, many gurus. And the reason why I thought it would be a nice introduction to this particular auspicious day is because even though I was quite ignorant then, and I'm still today, maybe I know a few more things, but compared to the treasure of knowledge that is available, it's only a drop. And it seems I got a guru, like everybody else gets a guru also. But it took all this time until now for this movement to actually realize who Srila Prabhupada is. We call him Srila Prabhupada. Some think, oh, he is like my father. Or maybe he's my good friend. He's my teacher. So many different ideas, relationships that we may have to our spiritual master. But the incredible thing about it is that he is not just a teacher and a spiritual master. First of all, he is the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this is something very particular. Completely unique to his position for the next 10,000 years. And everybody else who's following him, who are taking the teaching and accepting disciples, they are his loyal preachers, his loyal, who are going to carry down from one generation to the other the teaching, the philosophy, but very particularly the special position of Srila Prabhupada. So it's not that we have to think, oh, these Prabhupada disciples, they are so unfortunate. They have Prabhupada as their guru. And me, okay, I have a guru also. And now I didn't know Srila Prabhupada. This Prabhupada is passed a long time ago. And now I have to concentrate on my guru and do what he says. And he is now maybe the next Acharya, or maybe so many things that we think they may be. But the fact is, in the scriptures it says we need to have a living guru because he is the one who is connecting us to the parampara. But still, until Krishna reveals another Bhagavad Dharma, this is the Mahabhagavat, Srila Prabhupada. Without a second. And it's not that any other guru is going to take his place at one point. Prabhupada is going to be the Mahabhagavat for the next 10,000 years at least, until Krishna reveals. So, in that position, Srila Prabhupada is available to everyone. Whether you are his direct disciple, you took initiation from him, or whether you are second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th generation. Because the reason why everybody is joining this movement, of course, in certain cases, you met a wonderful devotee who is inspiring you, all these things, and then you come in touch with Srila Prabhupada and all this, yes. But once you've been introduced, the real first contact who makes you realize who Krishna is, what your position is, and where do we teach all these things, is Srila Prabhupada. His books, his teachings, and as long as his disciples are still around, his disciples and all the generations to come, on a daily basis, they are being inspired by Srila Prabhupada's teachings for all times. So he has a special position in everyone's life. So then, of course, it's very important when we want to choose a guru who is going to teach us what Srila Prabhupada is teaching us. First of all, this is the first thing to recognize a real guru. What is he going to teach me? Is he going to teach me his own philosophy? Or is he going to teach me what Prabhupada taught? It's the first criteria to recognize whether a guru is a bona fide. And then the other thing is, we have to obey this guru, we have to approach him, it says, we have to ask him questions, render service, and then we have to do what he tells us. And as long as this guru is simply teaching what Srila Prabhupada is teaching, everything is perfect, there's no difference between your guru and Srila Prabhupada. But besides this, we still have a connection to Srila Prabhupada. So it's not because now I have taken a guru and I'm initiated, I can forget about Prabhupada. No. Prabhupada is the founder Acharya and is Mahabhagavat for the 10,000 years. That cannot be ignored. So this means his books needs to be read and his instructions needs to be followed. And Prabhupada explains, if we do this, it's guaranteed, it is possible that in one lifetime we can achieve the supreme goal. Of course, we all understand that we may not all be so fixed up, so maybe it will take us some more time. Still, the goal is guaranteed. And it says once you have accepted to go this path, then actually, even though it is just a matter of time that separates you and your goal, you have still arrived already. The path and the goal is one. So it's guaranteed. So of course, the philosophy, there's so many instructions, so many things, and then we go from all these things, what am I going to follow? How can I follow all this? So Prabhupada says this Krishna consciousness is a science. And if you simply do what it says, then result will be guaranteed. I repeat myself many times on this point that, actually I forgot the point, that it's just, I give the example, a cake recipe. You have recipe. If you follow the recipe, the guarantee that the cake will be nice is guaranteed. But if you think, oh, nice recipe, but I will add a little more of this and take away a little more of that and do my idea because maybe I have a better idea, or maybe nowadays, a new age, a modern age, all these things are changed, so I have to do here and there and this. Actually, Prabhupada was a long time ago. He doesn't know the new ages now, so I know what to do and I adjust it. There is a good chance the cake will not be successful. Oh yeah. So, why? In the details, yes, there's lots of different, there's internet, there's so many technical advancements, so many things, yes. In fact, yes. But Krishna consciousness is not about that. Krishna consciousness is about the problems of life. Birth, death, old age, disease, and the other way around anyway. These are, never mind how advanced mature life will be. Even if Elon Musk will take you to the moon in 3 months, still, you have to be ready for the time of death. And that doesn't change. And this is the basis of our teaching. And because this never changed, we don't need to adjust anything to anything. The only adjustment we may do, maybe instead of eating directly on the floor, we put a table because it looks more civilized. I will, instead of sitting on the floor, I will take a chair because it looks more civilized. But these are external details. The essence remains the same. So the point that I forgot a minute ago is that Prabhupada says this movement, this Krishna consciousness is a science. And there I also repeat myself, Prabhupada also used to repeat himself on these points. He says, what makes a science? A science is if you put two chemicals together, a third effect is going to happen. Every time, if you put these ingredients together in a certain quantity, the result will be the same. You can repeat it all the time, it's always going to be the same. And this is called a scientific experiment. This means you do what his prescription is and the result will be the same. So therefore, Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada says, it's a science. If you simply follow the prescription, the result will be guaranteed, will be the same. You will become Krishna conscious. therefore it's a sign. But you have to follow the process. If you don't follow the process, or you say, oh yeah, okay, yes, I know, I've been around so many years, I've been chanting so many years, it doesn't really work because I feel I'm not purified yet, and all these things. It doesn't really work. Prabhupada promises something, it's nice, yes, but doesn't really work, 100% at least. It's a nice fashion, it's nice food, nice singing, nice people, nice folkloric clothing, so many things, but okay. But if it doesn't work, then you have to understand that you are forgetting to do something right. And then you have to understand, try to understand, what is it that I am not doing right that is keeping me from having the success? What is it? What am I doing? And many times it's something hidden, that it's so normal to your life that you don't know it even. It's there. So you have to become introspective. And to become introspective, the first important thing is, Prabhupada says, when the child in the womb gets its body, the first organ that is the ear, the first. Not the eyes or anything, the ears. And when the body passes away, when you leave your body, the last of the senses, the eyes, you may need glasses, you may not see anything anymore, you may have so many problems, is the ear. The last. So we need to listen. Of course, now I'm bringing up this example in a society of devotees that by their life situation, they may not be available to use their ear like everybody else does it. It's not, how to say, a fact in their life. Yes? So I'm very sorry to bring this example, but this is what Prabhupada says. But even you have to learn to listen. You have to learn to listen. And you may not listen like this, or I don't know exactly what the situation is. I'm sure it's different for different people.
They learn through is visual learning.
Yes, so, but they listen.
Yeah.
They listen. You see, they're all sitting here, and they listen to you.
Listen with their eyes.
Yeah, but they listen. The concentration is there, and they take what you're telling them, and it's go in the heart, and the voice inside of them is telling them what you're telling them. So the other ones, maybe they listen directly from my mouth to their ears, but for me, it's tell him, and he's telling you, just around the corner. It's the same process. So this is very important. Can you find at the beginning what Prabhupada says, what he is expecting us to do? It's somewhere in Ravindra Swarup's place. I don't know which page. Maybe I can find it. 1 second. The reason why I'm talking about this, one very simple thing, is that fact is people are forgetting. And then, of course, now Prabhupada is not amongst us, and already so many people are forgetting him. So what to do for us and for everybody else, for the world, and for our preaching, to help ourselves, our God brothers and sisters, and the people that are coming close to this consciousness to be aware that it's not about me. It's not about any one of us. It's about what the founder Acharya is teaching us. And what he is teaching us. That's what's about. So when people come for the first time, for example, we go on Harinam, these days we went on Harinam, and actually 4 people came from the Harinam Wiesbaden. 4 people came here the following days. Even though we are spaced a bunch of people on the street, we didn't have the batteries there for the microphone, we didn't have enough apples to distribute. We had so many problems because we are so spaced out devotees. Still, we had an effect on the people out there. And 4 people came to Balaram's appearance day, next day I think it was, or what it was. Yeah? No.
1 week ago.
Huh?
It was
1 week, I don't know. Anyway, and they came for Janamastami. Yeah, no, but somebody else. I forgot the date.
After the Limburg Harinam, we have
After Limburg. Okay, so it was Limburg and then Wiesbaden.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it has an effect. The chanting, even though we are ourselves so ignorant and making so many mistakes, the holy name of the Lord has his own potency. It is not depending on us. And Prabhupada says, we simply need to be like parrots. A parrot, he doesn't speak by himself. He simply repeats what his master is telling him all the day, every day, every day, every day, every day. He says that. He repeats that. That's all he does. He has no intelligence of his own. The only intelligence he has is that he's able to imitate. That's all. So for us, actually here in this temple every day, we are doing this exercise. We're sitting here and I'm asking new devotees, today you're going to give class. Class, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know. First of all, this is a lie. It's a lie. Because if you are sitting in this room and you got up early this morning and you stayed overnight from yesterday, you came to Janamastami, there is a reason why you are here. You're not here by accident. You are here because you learned something and you have understood something. That's why you're here. So that already you can tell somebody else. Nobody is going to ask you high philosophical things that everybody is going, ooh, what is this? Very simple things. And then the other thing is, you have the book, you have the text, you read the text and you just repeat what it says in the text. That's all. And then when you go for the rest of the day, I guarantee you have learned something in that day. The short text from Prabhupada, you read it and you spoke it. You will never forget. Prabhupada says if you do this, you are learning and others are learning. This is the process. So now Prabhupada, to come back to the point, when we have guests to come into the room, to the temple, they are surprised, they look around, they see decoration, they see an altar. Most of the time, I guarantee you, many guests that are coming, they see an altar, but they cannot, most of them, they don't even see that there are deities sitting there. They don't see it. Maybe, of course, in this case, because Jagannath has his big eyes looking at you, and maybe they see that, but they don't see anything else. They don't see that it's Gornita, Guru Parampara, all these things. The eyes are not ready to see it.
Only see that decoration.
Yeah, they see the decoration. Yes. And then they see Prabhupada. And they are impressed. So they take a pillow and they sit where Tulsi is sitting. And they look at Prabhupada. 15 minutes, half an hour. So we leave them because you can see they are in meditation, they are looking around, they are trying to understand something, so you leave them alone. Okay? And after some time you talk to them. The first question that comes from them, and this, I tell you, this happened to me I'm 50 years in this movement. I cannot count how many times this happened. How is it that he can sit so still for so long? How is it sit for so long? How is it possible? Yeah, that's the question. Anyway,
It happened to me too.
happened to her. Yeah, maybe maybe you. I don't know. Just a few days ago, this happened. So, so anyway, and they understand that he is an important person in this room. And then, if you see here as an example, you see all the pictures of all the gurus from all the devotees that are sitting here. Those who are initiated, they have the guru. Maybe some were forgotten from yesterday. They're still sitting here. But so any child here can see. This is Mahabhagavat. They don't know the word, but they understand this is the guru. And they understand these people are important too, because they're sitting there. My picture is not there, but my guru's picture is there. But still, they are at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. It's clear. Even a child understands this. Now it's school today, so we don't have children here. But on Sundays, we have children here. Manga, stand up, please. They are coming here and they know first Prabhupada gets the Gilam, then the Guru gets the Gilam, then the temple president, when the GBC is there, or another Guru, Swami is there, he gets first, then the Prabhu, then the Matajis. Like this, they understand there is a parampara. And the sign up there. The lotus flower, Iskconw, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In many places, you see the lotus. It's gone. I'm sorry if I repeat myself for those who live here, but that's not the logo. That's not the important thing in this logo. This is a bit small here, but the important thing is the logo is the lotus flower, ISKCON, and these two lines. That is the logo. Prabhupada, in this book, I couldn't find the page now because I read it a long time ago, and Hemanga didn't look for it. I was hoping he would find the page. Prabhupada says, everywhere, every door in the temple, of course, in every temple you see this at the feet of Prabhupada on the top somewhere, to sit differently. Can you remove the chair, the table? And I will tell you this story because it's a funny story. Sorry, my body is getting old. So, that's okay. We didn't even look in the book anyway, it doesn't matter. If you allow me to take it. So, Bhakti Sharu Swami happened to come visit Germany. So we invited him, and it happened to be that at that time, this temple was new, and we only did one program in a month, on first Saturday of the month. We still do this, but now we do the Vaishnava programs also. Anyway, so Bhakti Charu Swami came as a guest here, and it happened to be Radhastami on this day. 2006.
September.
Happened to be Radhastami. And I think a few days before, we had Prabhupada came, a few days before. So what happened was, I received a call from the custom. You have a big package you have to collect. And I said to Hemanga, I called him, he was at work at the time. Hemanga, you have to go to the custom. Prabhupada has come. I said, what do you want?
The airport.
Yeah, Prabhupada is, you have to go to the airport and pick him up. Anyway, so finally, dawned on him, oh, okay, I have to go to the airport, pick up Prabhupada. So the big box. At that time, he also had a big car. Still, the box didn't fit in the car. So he had to open the box, and Prabhupada was inside bandaged. The eyes were closed and bandaged, the whole body was bandaged. Bandage on the eyes, bandage everywhere. So he put Prabhupada on the back seat or on the next seat to you? On the next, he put Prabhupada, Hemanga driving and Prabhupada sitting.
The passenger seat. Huh?
Passenger seat. So imagine he is driving in the passenger seat. So, he was on his way to work. So he didn't bring him to the temple, he went to work and parked in front of the work.
No, actually, when we came to Wiesbaden, Germany won the football World Cup.
Oh, at the time, also it was also Germany won
So-
football cup. So the whole, okay. Then, well, because this happened, I forgot this because I'm not a football fan, so I don't know this thing. But then he drove in the car, and the whole streets and everybody went, yay! Because of football.
Jubilant,
Flags and everything.
jubilant. Huh?
You know, and Prabhupada bandage was driving through. Anyway, then he went to his job and parked there, and even people were going,
On the church parking place. Huh?
Anyway, okay, so eventually Prabhupada came to the temple, and then we unpacked him and we prepared the ceremony, small ceremony. Bhakti Saraswami was there, and so when I was used to the murtis that were done many years back. I was used to these murtis. So when I first saw this murti, I said, okay, I have to get used to it. I know Prabhupada looks a bit different, but what's Prabhupada? Okay, whatever. And so then we did the ceremony, and Bhakti Charuswami initiated the deity, and he touched his head with a kusha grass. And from this moment, with the kusha grass, you could see, I mean, that's what happened to me at least. I could see life was coming in. And Prabhupada was there. And he looked so amazing, beautiful, and effulgent, and everything. It was just amazing.
And to me, it was like 2 atom bombs have exploded, and no, Maya has no chance in this area anymore.
So, and then on that day also, Harinamadesh got its name. Because before we were thinking, what name was it? So that's another little story, but because it happened all on that same day, on Radhastami day, that my husband and me were thinking, what are we going to call the place? And another little story, my son, Hari Kirtan, who did the Kirtan yesterday, when he was born, we were also thinking, what name are we going to give him? And we named him Hari Kirtan. And my husband's father, who is not a devotee, when Hari Kirtan was little baby, he touched his head like this, and he said, his head is like somebody who is going to do some music. He said, he's a karmi, he doesn't know nothing about it. That's what he said. And we gave him the name Hari Kirtan. So then now, many years later, when eventually, I don't know what year it was in Italy, he got initiated. Many years later, he got initiated.
16,
Huh?
2000.
2016, maybe 2016, I'm not sure, I don't know. He got first and second initiation at the same time. And then, of course, we were thinking, oh, what name is he going to get? But Radhanath Swami kept the same name. So, for us as a family, that was, wow, this baby, you don't know what this baby is going to do later, you have no idea. And then you gave him the name Hari Kirtan. So many years later, his spiritual master is keeping the name. For us, this Kirtan thing was important in our life. So we named this Harinamadesh. Why? The name of Hari. The place where the name of Hari is being sung. Harinamadesh. And the name of this place, it's written, kann man das sehen von hier, wo das steht? Oder ist es auf der Seite, Herrenmühle? And the name of this, the Karmi name of this place is called the House of the Lord. That's the Karmi name.
The mill of the Lord.
Huh?
The mill of the Lord.
Mill of the Lord. The mill of the Lord. So the mill, you know mill? It's ground, grinding very fine. Yes? It's purifying you, it's making you until you become pure. The mill of the Lord. So we called it Harinamadesh, the house of the holy name, right? And Bhakti Charu Swami, also that day, he gave us the Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, and the name for Harinamadesh. Anyway, that's the story from Prabhupada, how he came to Harinamadesh in a glorious day when the whole of Germany was clapping and with flags on the streets and everything. Okay? All right. So, I wish you a nice day. I suppose all of you are going to stay here for the ceremony this afternoon. There's a lot of work to do. We also have to chant, we have to clean from yesterday, and we have to prepare for today. So now it's a fasting also, so we spare breakfast, so chant your rounds and everything, and be available for services. We will come up to you, and there's juices to be made, there's so many things to be done. And then at 3 o'clock there's going to be deity greeting, and then after that we will do the Abhishek, and then everybody will have a chance. We have the luxury of having 3 Vyasa Puja book. This is the international Vyasa Puja book with all the GBCs in it, and ISKCON Wiesbaden has that text in here. It's there for ISKCON Wiesbaden. Then the German-speaking countries, they made a Vyasa Puja book there. I think, I didn't look at it yet, I think the individual offerings from each one of you is also individually in there, and for the whole community is in there. And then we have one specially made for Harinamadesh. Here you can recognize it's the same picture. And there, all of your offerings, it's written really big. All of your offerings are there. If you like, it's €10 because it's quite expensive in the printing. If you are interested in having one, €10. So we are, all this, it's a lot of preparation. We have to ask the devotees to write, they have to send it in, it has to be corrected, it has to be put in a book, it has to be printed, all these things. So it is very important that for every Vyasa Puja every year, there is a Vyasa Puja book for Srila Prabhupada to honor the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Of course, now there is internet. Oh, there's no need for a book, we just put it in the internet. Okay, yes, many people can see it in the internet. But every author that is of significance prints a book and doesn't just be in the internet. It prints a book. And this book is one present that we can give Srila Prabhupada every year. When our family members have birthdays, we buy a card and we say best wishes or whatever, and we give a card, we spend money and give a present. So what to speak of the founder Acharya? So this is why every year it's important for all of us to think about it. Even if you are not so intelligent, okay, just say thank you for saving my life. It's good enough, like that. Okay? So have a nice day, all of you. Thank you for being here. And we will see you later again. Okay? First take care of your rounds, and then we will do service and get everything prepared. Mango, you're going to be